Welcome to Nakuru County, Njoro Sub-County, Egerton University, specifically Field 7, where we grow animal feeds like sorghum, we have maize, we have Guatemala, we have white clover, amongst other many. And here I'm going to take you through different animal feeds that are grown here, which are mainly used for either making silage, making hay, or just fed directly to animals like pasture. For instance, let us start with sorghum. This sorghum is mainly bred to be used for animal feeds. If you look closely, you will see that the grains are so small, and therefore it is just the vegetative fat that is grown for animal feeds. And this sorghum is highly rich in carbohydrate, and it can be really used for making good silage. Thank you as we continue to move and witnessing other feeds that are planted in this field. Go. Welcome once again, and this is white clover. White clover is highly rich in protein, and mixing it with other feeds like sorghum, as we earlier mentioned, Guatemala and Napier grass will increase the protein content within the feed, and it's also advantageous to the soil such that it adds nitrogen within your soil. So it will not only benefit animals, but will also add nitrogen to the soil, which will enable you to grow other feeds after crop rotation and removing the animal feed products. Thank you. Maize, one of the feeds that is used for animals, though locally known in Kenya for human feeds, but also very important when used as animal feeds. Maize can also be incorporated when producing silage and can also be fed directly to the animal. Due to the low water content within the maize, that is if fed within the right stage, can be used to be fed directly as pasture to animals. Cut and carry, that is fodder, can also make a very good part of maize in this section. Thank you. Napier grass is one of the feeds, though there are several varieties that has been developed. If you look closely, majority of some of the varieties are affected with some bacteria and fungus, and therefore there are several varieties that have been developed with larger leaf blade, which can be used for feeding animals. They have high quality carbohydrates and can also help in feeding animals. Therefore, you need to really inspect which Napier grass you are using to feed your animals before asking for the seeds. Once again, in Egerton Park, we have another proteinous feed, and that is Desmodium. Desmodium is one of the nitrogen-rich proteinous feeds within the farm. The good thing with Desmodium is that they are so leafy and they have a lot of edible parts, and they can also grow within other pastures like Napier grass. They can easily grow and climb and be mixed properly when they are growing, and therefore growing them together will ensure you have a highly quality silage. That is if you have to use your Napier grass for making silage. Go. Guatemala grass. Guatemala grass is nice, evergreen, and looks so nutritious if you want to feed it to your animals. But one thing with Guatemala is that the edges of the blades are so sharp. That is just one disadvantage. But an advantage of this crop being used for animal feed is this: you can grow it anywhere. Irrespective of the moisture content within the soil, it will always remain green. And therefore, having it in your farm is one assurity that you will always have continuous feed supply for your animals.